on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First play, first pass for Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Akeem Hicks in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He's got room past the 30. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
second down, back to Fournette. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Throwing now is Brady. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Mayfield to throw it. And this one too low.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is third and long. Mayfield looks to throw. That caught by Trimble. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Alpha, rip, regular.
Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
450. Hey, Alabama.
To throw is Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check it.
Now Brady. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. On the draw, here's Bernard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Bernard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Brady's going to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Bucs a first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Bernard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. It's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 29, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Mayfield now from the 50. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Brady now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A draw play. Bernard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now they'll throw with Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And it'll come out to the 25.
to try and return it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down, Corral. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 65 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Buccaneers 28, Panthers 14.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, he completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 31, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll give Fournette another crack. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. And Brate, the tight end's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. From the 38, Corral. There's Trimble, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Second and 8. on second down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Corral. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Corral.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
The first down throw here for Corral. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now again, it's Corral. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now after the sack, we got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Shadow! Check it!
They'll run it here with Bernard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within one score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the fourth quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Corral. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's Corral. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Corral. That caught by Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Corral to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Wait, that.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.